Right, so in this part we're doing the fun bit. We're going to be cleaning the motherboard, adding cards, RAM, drives, and motherboard, I think I said that already, CPU, oh whatever, you know what I mean. Here we are on the static bag. So first things first, clean the motherboard. I'm going to replace the chipset, and yeah, so let's get cracking. So I'm going to remove this chipset heatsink and replace its thermal paste, as it's probably dry. And I know it's not strictly necessary, but I just prefer to do it. So after a lot of misery and a jump cut, I have done the chipset. I cut. Those are on. There we go. I skipped it because it's not interesting, me suffering. So now I'm gonna get cracking on cleaning the rest of the board. I'm gonna use 2 brushes, dry, and the hoover as well, from a distance to suck up the dust once it's off the board. Now I wouldn't use the hoover on something expensive like a modern board, but this isn't worth much, and I have spares anyway, and I'd rather it be dust free and maybe not work than absolutely bogging. So let's get cracking. So that is our board done. It's looking great. It's no longer a thick layer of dust all over it. Right, now it's time to do these adding cards. I've got the power button module here, got the networking card, got the blanks and the RAM. So let's get cracking. Now for these blanking plates, I'm going to use a bit of vinegar solution to clean them, and the toothbrush. You see all the dirt just melts away. And then just a bit of old rag to get all of the crud off. And you can see here, before and after. Now let's do this power button module. There we go, like new. Right, it's now time for the last piece of the puzzle, the CPU. Hopefully this time I won't accidentally ruin all the footage. Got some isopropyl alcohol here, and this is the last piece of the puzzle. Then we'll be able to reassemble the machine and then set the software up off camera, because that's Right, well, finally time. We're reassembling the PC. So I'm going to start with all the motherboard junk. Then I'm going to get the case, fit the motherboard, fit the drives, do all that other crap. So let's first start preparing the motherboard. So I have a brand new battery. Damn it, how come I cock up putting in a BIOS battery? There we go, brand new CR2032. Now we have our Pentium 3. To put this in, you lift up the lever. There we go, I was just being dumb. So you align it up properly and then close it. Next we've got thermal paste. Now normally with this I would just do like a little cross and leave it. With a CPU with an exposed die, it is crucial that you get full coverage. So I'm going to use just the tip of the syringe to spread it around. Just so there's even coverage everywhere. There will be excess, but that's fine. There we go. The excess will just go over here. There's nothing conductive, so it doesn't matter. Now we take the heatsink, and the way this installs is you get the hook here, and I've got to try and get this in a way so you can see what I'm doing. You put the hook over the plastic piece there, like so, and you press down until the other side clips in, like that, and then you just give it one of them, and that is installed. So now we have the memory. This is simple. This hasn't changed at all from modern PCs. You just align it up properly. With this you can see the small section there, and then push it in till it clicks either side. Perfect. Now this motherboard is ready to go in the case. Right, now it's time to work on the case. So first of all I'm going to go get the power module, clip it to the front, and I'm also going to go get a hard disk. Right, so here is a hard disk which I'm going to fit in the front in a moment. But first I've got to put the motherboard in, and I've got to install our power button module. So this cable runs through here. Let me get that squared. That runs through, like so. And you see these here. This is how it clips on. So it goes like that, and then you just push those in. And there you go, power button. So here is the restored front. I'm going to. This goes on by going on like a lever, like that. So it's aligned then. There. Now I'm going to install this side panel. Here it is. There we go, clipped into place. Now let's put this side panel on. Now there is a knack to this. This isn't like a normal side panel. This side doesn't come off. There we are. And yeah, that seems to be correct, yes. Now it's time to work inside. So I'm going to get the I/O shield first. Never forget that. Here it is. I'm just going to give that a quick brush off. Let's connect the front panel up. There we are. So now let's install the drive. This is a Quantum Fireball. No idea if anything's on it. It's loud as hell. I'm not sure if the bearings have failed or if it was just loud as hell from the factory. I think probably a mixture of both. Flat driver for them, because that's a bigger style one. It's also the HP screw. 6 drives. There we go. This, there's no point of putting back in because it's got a built-in one. This is this network card, that's handy. And now just for a laugh, I have a 3D card, Rage 128 Pro. So maybe we had to play some Quake on this, as I know this card can do it. It's the same age as this. And that's a universal AGP port, so I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yeah, I could put my massive Hercules 3D profit, but I think that's a bit too excessive. Here is, we have our light on power supply. There we go, the finishing touch. There was a weird issue with the clip here, but I think it's resolved itself.
Check out the top. Boy better know, yeah, it's on my snapback too, but it costs a lot. Like I ain't told you already, man, to get the elbow drop. If you don't know about Deco by now, rude boy, check out the beat. If you don't know about Deco by now, check out the beat.
Well, with that daft over-the-top montage out the way, here is the machine in all its beige, fully functional glory. As you probably saw in that silly montage, I've replaced both the optical drives again with a matching pair of CD drives, and I think it looks pretty sweet. Also, you may have noticed the Pentium 3 sticker is missing, and this is because it disintegrated while cleaning the front panel, which you probably noticed during the reassembly. Don't you worry, however, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for a replacement sticker to cover the light-coloured mark on the front of the computer where it once was. But aside from that, nothing in this beige beast has changed since the restoration, and it works a treat. Let me start it up for you. Right then, as you can see, we've got Windows 98 2nd Edition running on here, and while I didn't film it, the setup was refreshingly painless. And now, with all the drivers and software installed, it makes for a snappy, fast Windows 98 experience. One thing to note too, listen to how quiet this thing is. The thermal design of this thing is incredibly smart, using the power supply's ultra-quiet fan for everything, being placed in a way that allows it to be the exhaust, while drawing in air over the CPU cooler. And, as the motherboard has direct control over the power supply's fan, it ensures the machine does not overheat. The loudest thing here is the hard disk. And, with that Rage 128 we installed during the reassembly, this thing can even game. Look, for example, let's load up Quake 3. And here we are. Even on max settings at 800 by 600, it runs buttery smooth. So overall, I am chuffed to bits with how this restoration came out. We went from an absolutely bogging, dusty box of e-waste to an awesome retro machine that works a treat. So, that's going to wrap it up for this episode and this series. Thank you so much for watching it though. It really was a blast to make and gave the channel a nice boost in new views. Welcome, by the way. I'm sorry for my tragic upload schedule. Remember, this channel is just a hobby for me, so no matter how dead the channel may appear, there will always be another upload. Well, eventually. Anyway, thank you for watching. Comment, like and subscribe. It only takes a second and really helps the channel out. Visit my website at the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next upload. Ta-da!
Bringing them bars to a lyrical war. Your ego won't fit through the door. Your whole vocabulary will fit in one tweet. With no TMI.
To the computer while drawing in air over the CPU cooler, and as the motherboard has direct control over the and here we are, even on max settings at 640. But thank you all so much for watching though. Oh my god, a nice and boost. Oh my. So no matter how dead the channel may appear, there will